the hottest title race in Europe is well on track over in Italy, as of course just 2 points separate the top three sides. Who's going to take advantage and go top again this weekend? We'll take a little look next. Prediction video today before match number 33 over in Italy. That's right, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you know what you mean, smash your subscribe button, get back to minutes. Some about both Serie A related, Babylon Rose related, world football related. We're going all here, boys, under one roof. Yeah, of course, Internazionale, of course, make it even sweeter, of course, with the game in bloody hand to go actually top outright, of course, with if they were to win that game in hand. But of course, we'll talk about that and more in a minute. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They're the Patreons, guys. Thank you for loving, of course, behind the scenes. So let's take a look at, of course, what went on last time around then, shall we, with, of course, the results from this weekend's action. Of course, there we go. Roma, a 2-1 win over Salernitana, of course, moving up to 5th of the table. Still 5 points adrift of making it to top 4, but of course, a good chance for them if they were to get some more results. And of course, hopefully, the teams above them drop some clangers. Meanwhile, Cagliari did lose to Juventus, of course. Genoa picked up a loss against Lazio, big win for them as well. Bologna with a 2-0 win over my boys Sampdoria, and Empoli with a 0-0 draw at Spezia. Torino did force a draw against AC Milan. Venezia lost at home to Udinese. Called that one, boys. Internazionale with 2-0 over Verona. Of course, Sassuolo with a 2-1 win over Atalanta. Surprise, surprise. And Napoli did lose to Fiorentina. In the end, Fiorentina up to 7th right now. Atalanta all the way down to 8th. It is definitely a different look to Serie A. Let's take a look at the table where we'll go back a bit. There it is right there. As you can see, AC Milan, of course, 2 points clear of Internazionale for the time being. Of course, Napoli, though, in also 3rd spot with 66 points at the moment. Juventus, 6 points off top in 4th with, of course, Roma and Lazio breathing down their neck. Stand foot at the table, Salernitana are going to go down. Genoa, Venezia are going to join them at the moment. Of course, Cagliari and Sampdoria still in that relegation fight for the time being. Let's take a look at our own little relegation fight or promotion fight. Who was kicking ass? It is actually Hans Worst. 8 points for you, sir. Well done, well done, well done. Of course, kicking ass and taking names. What about the mini leaderboard? Let's take a little bow then, shall we? Who's running away with it? It is actually funny. 77, of course, 77 points. Oh, 76 points even. Wow, it's so close to his name. Goodness gracious me. Will he get 77 points? Of course he will. He just needs to stick a couple picks in and he will smash that. Of course, take a look at the link if you want to get involved. Cut for Serie A. It is free. Get your name in likes next time around. Of course, we are looking at these games right here, right now. Of course, that is the games coming at you this weekend. There is a Brucey bonus at the bottom there. Udinese against Salernitana. That's, of course, middle of next week. So we're going to look at that as well. So let's jump in the deep end. Of course, kicking it all off with Fiorentina up against Venezia, of course. Let's jump in the deep end, of course, coming at you this weekend. Now, these two sides, of course, will lock horns on the 16th of April, of course, at the Stadio Altamene Fanacci. Of course, played 10 times in 1998, 4 wins for Fiorentina, 5 wins for Venezia, and 1 draw. Fiorentina, though, unbeaten in the last 5, 6, 10% form over the last 6. Meanwhile, Venezia, of course, losing or haven't won the last 7 games. Goodness gracious me, 6 defeats on the bounce for them heading into this game. Though last time around, they're in, of course, Fiorentina in the league. It was a 1-1 draw back in December 2003 in Serie B. Of course, last time around, in Venezia was a 1-0 win for Venezia back in, of course, October 2021. Fiorentina, though, 3-2 win over Napoli, back-to-back wins for them, of course, up against Venezia. What we're looking at for, a shit ton load of defeats in a row. 2-1 loss to Udinese last round. The odds, though, for this one, we have Fiorentina 11-4 on for the 4-1 short, and 30-2 is your away win for Venezia. Going to back, of course, Fiorentina here with just a 1-0 win over the line. Get over there, get the 3 points, and keep on keeping on. Milan up against Genoa, of course, must-win game for Milan right now, of course, with the other guys breathing down the necks. Played each other 34 times in 1993, 20 wins for AC, 7 wins for Genoa, and 7 draws, of course. AC Milan, though, unbeaten in at least the last 6 games, pick up 3 wins and 3 draws, 75% form for them up against the Genoa side, back-to-back defeats for them, just 1 win in 6 games, 42% form for them heading into this game. The last time around, though, in Milan, in the league, it was a 2-1 win for AC back in, of course, April 2021. The reverse fixture in Genoa was a 3-0 win for AC Milan as well. They also played each other in the round of 16 Coppa Italia, and there was a 3-1 for Milan over in Milan. That's back in January as well. AC, of course, picking up back-to-back 0-0 draws, however, haven't even conceded a goal in the last 6 games, if not more than that. Meanwhile, Genoa picking up a 4-1 loss against Lazio, and of course, heading into this game, 10-3 on is your victory for AC, 50-4 is your draw, 10-1 is your long shot. So Genoa massively underdogged here. Going to go with a 2-0 win, another clean sheet, and of course 3 points in the bag for AC Milan. Next, of course, Atalanta against Hellas Verona, of course. Let's take a little look at this badger. Where are you? All the way on Monday night, April the 18th. Now, these two sides, of course, played each other 25 times in 1997. 12 wins for Atalanta, 9 wins for Verona, and 4 draws, of course. Atalanta 1-2 lost to and drawn 2 over the last 6. However, haven't won the last 3. 50% form for them. Up against the Verona side, 1-2 lost to and drawn drawn 2 over the last 6, 50% form, just 1 win and 5 for them heading into this game. Though last time around, though, of course, in Atalanta in the league was a 2-0 win for Verona. That was back in, of course, November 2020. The reverse fixture in Verona was a 2-1 win for Atalanta back in December. Meanwhile, Milan Internazionale picked up a 2-0 win over Verona last time around, with Atalanta losing 2-1 to Sassuolo last time around. What have I done here? The odds here, of course, 30-8 on is your Atalanta, 60-5 is your draw, and 50-4 is your Verona on this one. Tight game here, 2-1 win in the end, though. Goals galore, far in the end for Atalanta. Cagliari up against Sassuolo, of course, coming at you on Saturday, April the 16th. Now, these two sides, of course, played each other around about 17 times in 2013, 3 for Cagliari, 4 for Sassuolo, and 10 draws as well. Sassuolo, just one win, one defeat, past 6 games, 75% form up against a Cagliari side, losing 5 of them out, 17% form over the last 6. Of course, last time around, though, in Cagliari, it was a 1-1 draw back in January 2021. The reverse fixture in Sassuolo was a 1-0 win for Sassuolo in the league, in the Coppa Italia. It was in the round of 16. They did play each other also this season in Sassuolo. It was a 2-2 draw. So, in fact, the last 5 games in the league have all ended up all square. So, goodness gracious me, take from that from what you will. Meanwhile, Cagliari with a 2-1 loss against Juventus. Sassuolo with a 2-1 win over Atalanta last round. The odds, so for this one, we have Cagliari 50-8 for the victory, 30-10 is your Sassuolo, 5-2 is your draw. Back, of course, 2-1 win for Sassuolo. They look good right now, and of course, making a push at the top end of the table as well. Juventus up against Bologna, of course, coming at you over in Turin. Now, these two sides, of course, play each other, according to my eyes, around about 47 times in 1996. 36 wins for Juventus, just 2 wins for Bologna, and 9 draws, of course. Juventus are winning 4 of the last 6, 67% form up against the Bologna side, just 1 win in the last 6 games, 42% form for them heading into this game. Though, last round over at the Allianz Stadium was a 2-0 win for Juventus back in, of course, January 2021. The reverse fixture, of course, was a 2-0 win for Juventus back in, of course, Bologna in December. Indeed, 6 on the bounce, of course, at least for Juventus heading into this game. They also come into this on the back of that 2-1 win for Cagliari, and of course Bologna with a 2-0 win over Sampdoria, and that makes 2 games in a row with clean sheets for Bologna. Meanwhile, the odds for this one then, shall we? We got Juventus 3-1 on for the victory, 4-1 is draw, 70-2 is your Bologna on this one. 3-0 win though for Juventus, take it to the house, 3 points, and of course keeping the top 4 dreams well on track as well. Lazio, of course, taking on Torino, coming at you over in Rome. That's right, at the Stadio Olimpico, taking place on the 16th of April. Played the 40 times since 1993. 18 wins for Lazio, 8 wins for Torino, and 14 draws. Just 1 defeat past 5 for Lazio right now. 67% form for them up against the Torino side. Just 1 win and 6 for them. 42% form over the last 6 games as well. Last round though over at the Stadio Olimpico was a 0-0 draw. They also played each other this season in Torino back in September. It was a 1-1 draw as well. So back-to-back draws in these games, of course, both home and away. Lazio picking up a 4-1 over Genoa, of course. That's 1-2-3. 1-2 wins on the spin for them up against the Torino side, of course, who haven't conceded a goal in back-to-back games. Let's take a look at the odds for this one then, shall we? We've got Lazio 13-8 for the victory. That's 13-8 on. Of course, 14-5 is your draw, and 92 is your draw. Of course, tight going to back, of course, a 2-0 win for Lazio to take it. And, of course, the 3 points and keeping their European dreams on track. Meanwhile, of course, a bit of a relegation 6-point away. Ever saw one Sampdoria up against Salernitana in the battle of the S's at the Luigi Ferraris. Played each other 12 times in 1988. 8 wins to Sampdoria, 3 wins to Salernitana, and 1 draw. Of course, just 1 win and 6 for Sampdoria right now. 17% form up against the Salernitana side. 17% form also. However, haven't won in the last 11 games. Last round though in Sampdoria, of course, was a 1-0 win for Sampdoria in April 2003. That was in Serie B. They also played each other this campaign in Salernitana. It was a 2-0 win for Sampdoria as well. Goodness gracious me. So Sampdoria have actually played them the last 4 occasions. Haven't conceded a goal against them, both home and away. Meanwhile, Salernitana did lose to Roma last round. Sampdoria also lost to Bologna, making it back-to-back games without a goal for them heading into this game. The odds though, 6-5 on is your Sampdoria, 13-5 is your draw, and 16-5 is your away win here. 1-0 win for Sampdoria, clean sheet, back on the goal scoring trail, and of course Salernitana without scoring. Once again, next, of course, we have Spezia up against Internazionale coming at you on, of course, a Friday, 15th of April. Now, these two sides, of course, played each other 3 times in 2020. Nothing for Spezia, 2 wins for Internazionale, and 1 draw, of course. Spezia, though, just 1 defeat past 4 for them, 42% form up against the Serie A side. What am I on about? Internazionale side, of course, unbeaten in at least the last 6 games, picking up 4 wins, 2 draws, 83% form over the last 6. Last time around, though, in Spezia, it was a draw back in April 2021, around about this time last season. Meanwhile, the reverse fixture in, of course, Milan was a 2-0 win for Internazionale back in, of course, December this campaign. Meanwhile, where are we? Of course, especially with a 0-0 draw against Empoli, Internazionale with a 2-0 win over Hellas Verona. Back-to-back games now without conceding a goal as well. Get back down there, you son of a gun. So let's take a look at the odds then, shall we? What do we have on this? We have Internazionale coming at you, 23 on for the rig sheet, 8-1 is your long shots, that's Spezia, and 70-4 is your draw. Back, of course, the away win here, 2-1 win for them to take it to the house. Oh, wow, I still think a little bit short here, a little bit tiny. Get down there, yes, that's more like it. A big old bastard. He's 6 foot something. He can't stack like shit that high. They do. They're with me. 6'2", 6'3", something like that. Anyway, kicking on forward is Napoli up against Roma, of course, in the game of the week. You would imagine coming at you on Monday night as well. Of course, looking horns over at the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona. Played 45 times in 1983, 14 wins in Napoli, 20 wins in Roma, and 11 draws, of course. Napoli, though, 3 wins the last 4 games, 67% form up against the Roma side, 67% form. Also, just 1 defeat past 6 in all competitions, in all venues as well. That was against Buda Glimt, of course. Meanwhile, last round in Napoli was a 4-0 win for Napoli back in, of course, November 2020. The reverse fixture in Roma was a 0-0 draw back in, of course, October as well. So Roma, of course, haven't scored against Napoli over the last 3 games. And, of course, Roma are in action against Buda Glimt this week, midweek as well. Looking at the odds for this one, then shall we got 11-10 on Napoli's 13-5 is a draw, and 3-1 is Mourinho's boys. Who's going to take the W on this one? I've got to back, of course, Napoli, aren't I? I'd love to see Mourinho get the W on this one, close the gap, and, of course, the top 4, but, of course, I don't see it happening. 2-1 win in the end for Napoli as well. And then going to wrap it up with, of course, a double dose of Udinese. That's right. First and foremost, up against Empoli, coming out on 16th of April. They played each other 23 times in 1997, 9 wins for Udinese, 7 wins for Empoli, and 7 draws, of course. Just 1 defeat in the past 6 games for Udinese, 67% form. Up against the Empoli side, of course, haven't won the last 16 games, 25% form heading into this game. Last round, though, in Udinese, it was a 2-3-2 win for Udinese back in, of course, April 2019. The reverse fixture, of course, a 3-1 win for Empoli back in, of course, December. Empoli pick up a 0-0 draw against Spezia last time round, haven't scored a goal in back-to-back games. Meanwhile, Udinese with a 2-1 win over Venezia last time round. The odds, though, for this game, we do have coming at you on, of course, Saturday, April the 16th. There's 4-3 on is your Udinese, 11-4 is your draw, and 10-3 is your long shot. So I'm back in, of course, for this game, the first game for Udinese. I'm back in a 2-0 win for them to take it to the house. And then wrapping up, of course, it will be Udinese looking up against Salernitana, and that'll be, of course, coming at you around about the 20th of April. We're going to cover this game now, so we can be back for the full fixture list next time around. Of course, played each other these 2 sides 2 times to 1998. 2 was at Udinese, nothing for Salernitana, and 0 draws. Just 1 defeat past 6, like I said, for Udinese. 6-10% form. They'll win the other game as well, so it'll still be around about the same as well. Up against Salernitana's side, of course, who will lose against Sampdoria this week. 17% form heading into this game. Last time these 2 sides played each other in Udinese, it was back in, of course, September 1998. Of course, it was 2-0 win for Udinese. And they haven't played each other the reverse fixture yet, so this is the first encounter that they play each other this campaign. So they're still going to play each other again this season, of course, heading into this one. So I'm going to throw in this one. I've got no odds for this, but I do anticipate Udinese to have a strong week here. 6 points on the offering, 3-1 win over the end for Salernitana. In the end, that's, of course, my take on it. Be sure to get your own take on it using the link /Serie A. It's free to enter, but also please give it some loving by smashing your thumbs up. You know, it does actually a lot of stuff behind the scenes for YouTube algorithm and all that kind of stuff. It does wonders for the channel just by hitting that thumbs up. So please do just that, and also smash a comment if you can do by saying, I don't think Roma are going to make top 4. I don't think AC Milan are going to win the league. Whatever your thoughts and opinions about the league and the status quo at the moment, let me know down below. Of course, it does wonders for the old algorithm and gets this video noticed a little bit, and we do want to try and kick on forward this year in 2022 because it is a World Cup year, big year, and all that kind of stuff. But until then, guys, smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe, check the links down below. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Twitch, I'm on Facebook, and also on Patreon. If you want to support the channel in another way, that's the best place to do it. Also, Discord, all that stuff is in the description. But until then, boys, we're done right now.